Three, two, one.
Here we go!
Welcome back to the Wheatley, brought to you by Nutrien and Sunny Cunnaden. A cracking game of reserves. Cunnaden still remain on top of the table, 7-7 to 6-6. One of the legends of the country of the Cunnaden Football Club and the Evan Footy Association. Ash Teagle, welcome, mate.
Thanks, Macca. Good to be here.
Hey, tell me, we played a bit of Resies. That's a pretty good game of Resies footy, that.
I think the standard this year's been really good, Macca. Last couple of years, in fact, I think reserves have been a great standard.
Take us back to the start of your footy career, mate. Where did it all start?
Well, it started right here, Macca, at Cunnaden.
Who were your coaches early on?
Back in the day, it would have been your Shane Darmodys and some of those old legends, Spuddy Coleman.
Wow, he's footy royalty down here, isn't he?
He certainly is. He was a very hard footy rookie too. You wouldn't want to, if you didn't push through to the group or if you didn't do what he asked, it was tough work.
I reckon you might have had to have eyes on the coach too when he was talking.
Yeah, definitely. Very old school.
Hey, tell me, who were the blokes you went through junior footy with?
Oh, well, it's a long time ago, Macca, but I went through with some guys like Luke Dennis, who went on and played a bit of waffle.
Dennis family, the Dennis medal, best on ground. That's that goes right back. Interesting one. Hall of Fame, the AFL Hall of Fame, is part of the distant Dennis family as well.
Yeah, well, I only found out when everyone else found out, Macca, on Facebook. So but it's a fantastic bit of history, and it just goes to show that the Wheatbelt area is still a good breeding ground for future talent.
Hey, tell me, Cunnaden were particularly successful through the 80s, probably a bit before your time, but who were the heroes? Who were the big boys of the Cunnaden Footy Club when you first started playing?
None other than Ross Pearce for me, Macca. When I first started, he was towards the end of his career, and I just love watching Ross go about his business. It's fantastic. And I think he also coached my first game of Resies, to be honest, way back in 1994.
How many games of footy you play, mate?
Well, I'd be lying if I didn't say I knew exactly what it was. Let's just say it was 270-odd.
Yeah, congratulations. Career highlights?
Not too many early on, I have to confess. Played in a few losing grand finals, both reserves early on and then a league losing grand final. Lucky enough to have a couple of successes right towards the end of my playing days, which was always nice. Yeah.
As is really important in country footy clubs, you've gone through, you've done your juniors, and you've also been the president of the Cunnaden Footy Club. Really important that people like you step up to those kind of positions, isn't it?
Oh, I believe so, Macca. We need to have that continual succession going through, and same with Avon. When I'd finished my time at Cunnaden, I was pretty keen to try a bit more and go on the Avon board and just keep giving back to what I've been given over my time.
You've been part of a pretty successful group in the Avon Footy Association. We've just come back from Country Week. Northern Suns, once again, pretty much based around the Avon Footy Association, but also making A-grade. That's a real feather in the cap for all the clubs in the Avon Footy Association, isn't it?
It was a fantastic result, and credit goes to Cam Snook in the Resies for Northern Suns. Tom Lee did a fantastic job in the league, and I think what's really pleasing with Tom's keen to keep doing it, I think, for another, hopefully 2 or 3 seasons. Please, Tom. I think it's good signs, and that continuity would be great for the league side.
Take us back to footy. Who were some of your favourite opposition players? Who were some of the guns that you had to match? Because you always looked like a Speedy Rover type, were you, Teagues?
No, certainly was not. When the ball hit the ground, I was out. But I couldn't go past Trevor Ryan, gun full forward for Calatamon in the late 90s, early 2000s. He used to kick bags and bags on me.
Greeny.
Yep. No, he was awesome, but also a nice guy as well. So there was him. I played with a guy called Johnson Clifton for a couple of seasons. He was working on a farm here. He'd been through South Fremantle and West Coast, and he was a gun. Absolute gun. Taught us a lot about footy.
Yeah, I did. And some of the characters of the Cunnaden Footy Club, you've had some ripping, even though we went through some periods of not that much success. You've always been very competitive and had a lot of fun to be around you blokes. Who's your favourite off-field player, mate?
Well, no one's my favourite off field, but there's a few idiots around, and there's a couple over there.
He's got a bit quiet, hasn't he? Got a bit camera shy, has Diddy's.
Yeah, he has. He has. No one likes to stand near him. No one wanted to play against him in any of the scratch matches. Just an absolute pest, Ben Elliott.
And not only football, we're going to wrap it up in a minute, but tennis, mate, and just part of the community. It's really important a day like today. We've had hockey earlier on. The netball's just been run and won. They had resis and we just get out to run out with the league. It's just a really important day, isn't it? There's a mental health round last week, but it's really important for us to get out and just socialise, isn't it?
And I should also mention the junior football that I coached as well this morning, which was good, to a resounding victory.
Against who? Who was the crab you were coaching against, mate?
Might have been Craig Saunders, I think.
I was hoping you're going to say Moy.
Well, Moy was the last time, so I think I'm 1-0 against Moy, which is always nice.
Thanks for joining us today, Ash. Thanks for what you do with the Cunderdin Footy Club and the Avon Footy Association. Best of luck for the rest of the season.
Thanks, Macca.